welcome to today's stream. Now we will finish what we started yesterday. So we have the 6 that we didn't really know how to place them, and we will place them today. In the end we will see which one is the best one and so on of the drift packs to start with, and well, more not to start with but to learn with. Because the best pack to start with is Kunas. You don't need anything special, you just start and it's done. But since that's not always the one that you want to continue with. Okay, so well, we can go from the other that we have here right now, doesn't matter. So we start with Enforce, and then we move on. We will take other tracks than yesterday. And let's see how they feel on those tracks and which ones we still like most in the end. So, and we also might, maybe we take the same cars sometimes, maybe not, I don't really remember. I think we took the E30 and the S13, so let's take, yeah, the 180 SX. We can start with backwards, not backwards. Someone asked me about the Tender track and I said backwards instead of backwards. Well, he will have problems to find it. Okay. Let's hope everything is working. I tried to put the sound in general a bit lower from the engines and so on, so maybe you hear me a little bit better. Let's see. Okay, so the gears, no idea. I think we can go maybe... Yeah, it's okay, but let's just keep everything standard right now. Okay, so like this it's good for me, but it's less loud for you guys. Okay, so I would say... Enforce, let's go. Okay, maybe I have to tick. Maybe I have to get into it again. Okay. wait. Oh, give me a second. Okay. Okay, with this track here right now, I'm wondering why I put them in the 6 best, but I think I know why. Here we go. Okay, I have 2 problems right now. One problem I can solve. And that should solve the second problem too. Okay. Yeah, that's better. I was feeling like the wheel was a little bit far away. And the second thing was, I like this one here to train, because I think when you put it at 50... That's it. I remember why. Okay. Oopsie. That's weird right now. Wait. Okay. Let's try a second car. Oh, let's try a Mustang. A Mustang. Go. Okay, so directly to explain, I'm not. All the cars here are not the easiest cars to drive. It's the cars where I feel like you learn the most. So don't think that I will be drifting perfectly or anything, because they should all be a handful. A handful. Okay. So now let's go. Ah, a little bit too much. Yeah. Okay. So I tested 2 cars right now. Very, very shocking and fuzzy at first place. It will change with time, but the one thing that I like is, again, the same as yesterday. The SX 180 was okay, but the Mustang showed it again that you can, since they only have around 600 horsepower, only. So yeah, this one here is 654. When you go half turbo, they feel like 400-ish. So they are really, really good to learn how to, and I like the physics of them. They feel really, really good the way they are on throttle. So yeah, I will keep them at 1 right now. And as you can see, I didn't look before, but modified ADL physics, modified DWG tires, and SRDL Pro AM engine. So they took really a lot of the good things and added them to this kit. They feel good. They feel really, really good. Okay, next one, diverse stripe. So let's also see to take cars that we didn't take yesterday. I think this one we didn't take yesterday. What we will do is we will run 2 types of cars per track, rank them, and then take another track and see how they are in the next track and move them the way we think that they should be moved. Again, set up the gears. We will go more or less with the same gear setup around this for every car. tires, and I will give it a bit more fuel because, yeah. I think this one you had yesterday, no. Oh, mea culpa. Sorry. I actually forgot to check how much horsepower this has. Let's check on 50. Oh, okay. So this one here is one that you should maybe leave at 100. Kind of funny that this one here is in the top. Oh, okay, I understand it. Okay. Right now Enforce is still in front. Let's try a second car. I was thinking about 500 horsepower-ish. Let's try, I think we did a Silvia yesterday, and for sure the M2 or one of the BMWs, I think the E36. So let's try maybe the R33. Also around 500 horsepower, so 100 horsepower less than Enforce. I'll try it first with the standard gear ratio, and then afterwards we'll try it a bit. You should take off points every time that a car volume is so different. Okay, feels fine at 100%. Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. Okay, and now let's go. Maybe 60% for this cars. Okay, so let's check. I still like the dynamics of the Enforce more. So even this one here has 100 HP less than the other one, but I feel like if you put the one on 50 and the other one on 60, I like how these ones drive better. It's more painful to drive sometimes. Next one, the Swish. And it might even be that I'm totally controversial for other people soon. But yeah, right now I like the idea that you can change the turbo from really, really high-ish horsepower to medium horsepower. So you have the same chassis, the same characteristics, but you can ramp up the powers to learn a little bit more how to use the power when it gets a bit more. This one here, you can simply choose another car. I think you can go with either a normal car with 173 or start to go up in engines. So maybe we can try to do a 300 horsepower and then jump to a 420 just to check how it feels. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do the 240 SX. So here we might be doing 4 cars just to check if it's cool to simply change the car around again backward. And the good thing is the gears don't crash anymore if you try to change the gearing. I think that was simply a CSP problem that I had, or yeah, since I reinstalled the whole computer in between. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. I need this. Okay. Okay, that's my bad, I think. Okay. Oh, this guy, I don't know what they did with this car. It feels really good. Okay. We know that's Wish Garage. So let's see. The one thing that I want to see, and that's why, if I go now with the 420, do I get more or less the same car just with more power, or does the car feel totally different? If the car feels totally different, then I have to check what I do. But yeah, now that you can change the gearing ratio and everything, I feel a lot better. Before it always crashed, and that made me a little bit sad about these cars. But now it works. So let's also go. Oh, the standard one that they have. The tires, we go with the standard. Fuel, they always have enough. And oh, the turbo. I didn't check the turbo on the other one. Okay. Oh. does feel a bit different, to be honest, than the other one. Okay, so what can I say about it? It is good that you have different powered cars, but they still feel very vastly different. So you can go with the car that you want. And to be honest, it still is the gold standard. Why do I have 2x4? Yep. Did I already know that I would have? Yeah, okay, that's just an oopsie. Yep, safe. So right now, and that might be upsetting for some people, but I am going with unforce in front of Deathwish. Yeah, Deathwish Garage. And why? Because I feel like even if you take the same row of 240 SX, they don't feel the same somehow. So I like it more that on the other side with Enforce you can have the same chassis, just with more power, less power, so you can learn how to use what the power does to the car, instead of also changing the feeling of the car. Might change when we try other tracks with the cars, but right now that's what I feel. Now we will go with Minato. Of course, with that also it means that Minato and especially might not be in first place unless they're really, really great, but we will see. So Minato Garage. Again, 422 horsepower more or less. No, exactly 222 horsepower. I think we did the missile yesterday and the SX. So let's do the let's do the Sora first. Oh, setup, what do we have? Again, some more gears sets here and gear ratio here. I think this gear set should be okay-ish. Like this is okay. The game should keep the volume settings per car somehow. Oof. Okay. Let's just fix it and go in. The car actually does what it should do, so. Mea culpa. Okay. Not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. Let's take a second one. But I might have to check something with DWG afterwards. Because if I can take a 450 DWG and also put the turbo at around the thing that I just did, it would be interesting to see how well they still control. And then they might climb, but not climb. Gear ratio. I feel like the Nissimo second one is something I like. I like the sound of this Corsa. I always forget. Oops. That was the thing that the Germans say, zu viel des Guten. I got it again why I like these ones. Culpa. Okay. This is difficult. Why did I close it? That's for now. I will try it in the other track. I will try it. Okay. Whatever. This two can be interchangeable, I think, right now. So let's see.